Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News starts right now.
We begin tonight at 10 with weather, and right now rain and thunderstorms headed this way.
Yeah, you might want to give yourself a little extra time tomorrow for the morning commute. Andrew is here tracking what to expect. Hi, Andrew.
Hey there, Kimberly and Jason. Excellent advice there, because some of the rain, much of it is going to arrive, I should say, during the morning commute itself. Out there right now, no rain falling as of yet. You still have plans tonight, you're just fine. We're looking at temperatures that are in the 50s right now, still at 56 degrees over at City Airport. Many of these temperatures have barely budged since you joined us at 6 p.m. on Local 4. Now, it's a little chillier in Howell at 49 degrees, 51 in Pontiac. Out there, we're looking at cloudy skies, clear view of downtown Detroit from our Skycam over in Windsor. Hello to Canada as well. 55 degrees currently with visibility looking good and winds out of the northwest. Not only is it not raining yet here in Detroit, on Storm Tracker 4 you can see we are rain-free from Sanilac County all the way down to the Ohio border, and that's for the next few hours. Now, as we get into tomorrow, all this, much of it, is on the way here. You can see some light rain down toward Chicago, thunderstorm activity in Missouri. We're going to experience this first, some scattered light showers that arrive by dawn or just before dawn on your Tuesday. Here's my timeline for you. Scattered light showers for the most part start to arrive just as we're trying to wake up, between 4 and 8 in the morning. Now, if you love the commute during the middle of it or the end of it, I mean, who really does? Not necessarily enjoy, but when you get out there, by 8 o'clock until 1 p.m., that's when the rain will be at its most persistent and at its heaviest at times, and that's when we might see some of those storms roll in. Then the rain becomes more scattered, with storms that are possible still after 1 in the afternoon. We'll talk about how much rain will fall. We'll talk about this timeline again, and then your 7-day forecast in minutes.
All right, Andrew. We have some breaking news now happening in Warren, where a police chase has ended in a violent crash, sending 2 people to the hospital.
It happened this evening at 10 Mile and Groesbeck. Tim Pamplin is on the scene with a Nightcam. Tim.
This high-speed chase coming to a crashing end on Groesbeck at 10 Mile. That's what's left of an older model Mustang, male and female in there. Male driver, after he fled from police officers trying to effect a traffic stop, the chase was on. He ended up crashing, getting out and running up Groesbeck. He was taken back into custody in short order. He left his lady friend in the vehicle. Her side of the vehicle took the full force of the collision with the utility pole. As you see, snapped it clear in half. Now, there was a second vehicle involved. They clipped that vehicle heading northbound on Groesbeck as they ran a red light. Again, losing control, crashing into the utility pole, sending them both to the hospital. Again, Warren Police telling us it was a traffic stop. The driver decided to flee, sending them both to the hospital. And the young lady now in critical condition. That is the scene in Warren tonight with the Nightcam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim. Tonight, the community coming together to help an event staffer at Little Caesars Arena.
Chris Rusin was born with a disability that affects his muscles and joints, leaving him dependent on a wheelchair. Well, his family's vehicle was totaled in a crash last year, making it hard for Chris to get around. Tonight, our Pamela Osborne shares how the community is rallying support for the family. Pam?
Hi, you know, if you've ever been to a game at Little Caesars Arena, Comerica Park, or Ford Field, you've likely met or seen Chris out and about. He helps fans navigate these venues when they show up to a game, and now he could use your help too.
It's made it really difficult to get around.
Chris Rusin is getting around as best he can.
I was in a wheelchair van accident last August, where our van was totaled.
The cost to replace the van and make it wheelchair accessible is around $70,000.
Few people have inspired me the way this man has.
Thankfully, the faithful fan and event staffer isn't going it alone. Tonight at his fundraiser at Mr. Joe's Sports Bar in Southfield.
So I say thank you for coming out.
There was a familiar face.
So I grew up a Wings fan. I grew up a Wings fan back in the day when it wasn't cool to be a Wings fan.
4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty.
There's 2 things with Chris is that you can see obviously the disability, but you can see that what he's looking for is just an opportunity to, so mobility.
In addition to his game day duties, Rusin volunteers for the Wings, Tigers, and Pistons foundations, helping them raise money with raffles. Monday night,
we got the For Dad poster, and that was back, I think, in 97 or 98.
People were more than happy to give that back.
It's that team winning aspect, and it's all about the team. So tonight, it's all about Chris.
All right, so I checked in with Chris. No word yet on how much tonight's event raised, but there is a GoFundMe page. That page has raised more than $25,000. We're going to post that information on our website, clickondetroit.com, so you can donate if you would like to as well. Reporting live tonight in Midtown, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Great to see the community wrap their arms around just an awesome individual. Pam, we appreciate it.
Stellantis is making a big investment across the border in Windsor. The automaker will put $2.8 billion into its Windsor and Brampton assembly plants to make the transition to electric. The assembly plants are expected to return to 3-shift operations. Stellantis will also be creating its first battery lab in North America. The expansion of that battery lab will create 650 new engineering jobs.
Right now, 9 men are in custody after leading police on a high-speed chase in stolen cars from Lansing to Metro Detroit. These are pictures of some of the Chevy Camaros that were stolen early this morning from a GM auto plant in Lansing. Police say they saw the stolen vehicles speeding on I-96 near Kensington, and a pursuit started in Ingham, Livingston, and then Oakland counties. Police say some of the stolen cars crashed. 9 men between the ages of 20 and 24 were arrested. Police say the value of the stolen cars, about $750,000. Tonight, video shows the moment 3 children were hit by a distracted driver on their way to school.
Yeah, you can see the car turn left here and then hit them in the crosswalk at Lanyo and Arnold in southwest Detroit, knocking them to the ground. The driver did stop, checked on the kids, and then left. An 8-year-old girl is hurt, and a 13-year-old boy has a broken leg. Today, we talked to that boy and his father.
How are you feeling?
Not good. My back hurts, the back of my neck, my shoulder.
How do you think that guy didn't see you in the crosswalk?
Yeah, he was looking under the steering wheel. He was using his phone.
I know the guy who hit him. His dad called me, his brothers and his mom even called me. They're nice people. I know them. Yeah, he did. He stopped. The
parents tell us they would really like a crossing guard at that intersection.
Well, the search for a missing child in western Michigan has come to a tragic end. We were following the search for 1-year-old Noah Allen Jordan in Kent County over the weekend. Sheriff's deputies say his body was found this morning in a creek about a mile away from the mobile home park where he was last seen Sunday morning. A deputy says there doesn't seem to be anything suspicious or criminal in the case. We'll keep you posted on the investigation. A volunteer with a watchful eye is helping to keep students safe outside Roseville Middle School after one of their classmates was hit by a car.
Today, Sheila DeVellis helped kids cross Martin Road after school to try and prevent another accident. You might remember 7th grader Julia Wallace was hit in this crosswalk last Tuesday. Right now, she remains hospitalized. DeVellis says she doesn't know Julia or she doesn't even live nearby, but she felt inspired to volunteer as a crossing guard.
This is an important issue to me, like the safety of school kids. Like I'm in the business of education, so this is very central to education. They have to get here safe so they can learn.
And she comes all the way from East Point. Since Julia's accident, the community has been pushing for stop signs, crossing lights, and crossing guards to make that intersection safer.
New concerns tonight that Ukrainians being evacuated from a steel plant in Mariupol could be sent to Russia. More than 100 people, including mothers and small children, left the steel plant Sunday. They were supposed to arrive in Ukrainian-controlled city today, but some were taken to a village controlled by Russian-backed separatists. Officials say high-level negotiations are still underway to get more people out of the city. Meanwhile, First Lady Jill Biden will be heading to Romania and Slovakia this week to show support for Ukrainian refugees who've been forced to flee their homes.
We've heard and seen quite a bit about rising gas prices, mainly focusing on the regular unleaded that most of us put in our cars. But that's not what we should be worried about when it comes to the price of other goods and services. Evrod Cassimy with a look at the diesel side of the problem.
So gas prices are over $4 a gallon for regular unleaded, but diesel prices are even higher at over $5 a gallon in some places. And as prices continue to rise, it seems like there's no end in sight.
It's a tough day for drivers at this Marathon gas station downriver and all over. Prices at the pump are topping $5 a gallon.
Considering about a year ago was at least $1.20, $1.30 less. And now it's just $5 a gallon.
The owners of this gas station have watched the price go up, and quickly. They're doing what they can to hold off on passing the price off to consumers.
Well, I mean, usually we wait till we get a load in because obviously it's not fair if we just automatically jump the gun.
The big thing right now is inventories. Inventories are at an all-time low. I think the lowest they've been since 2008.
Just across the street at Atlas Oil Company, owner Michael Evans explains why diesel prices are skyrocketing so high.
It's headline driven, right? You've got a lot of people that trade the commodities on the New York Mercantile Exchange that are non-oil related to make money, and that oftentimes drives prices up as well.
Unfortunately, he doesn't see an end in sight, at least not yet.
It's a matter of will demand go down first, and will things get cleaned up overseas where, we start seeing, maybe Russia backing off. Who knows when that'll happen.
That hurts.
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
In Taylor, Evrod Cassimy, Local 4.
And here's a look at the latest prices for non-diesel. AAA reports prices across Metro Detroit are up 7 cents from last week to around $4.06 a gallon. That's for regular. That's $1.25 more than May of 2021. Statewide prices for regular jumped up 10 cents as well to $4.04 a gallon.
All right, we'll be back in 60 seconds with a look at a special ceremony the city of Detroit plans to host this summer in honor of Vincent Chin.
But first, coming up tomorrow morning on Local 4, dreaming of retirement? Well, the process can be a nightmare, but it really doesn't have to be. We have the top mistakes you might make when it comes to retirement savings at 6:40.
And then streaming on at 7:40 a.m. on Local 4 Plus, taking tacos on the road for Tasty Tuesday, the food truck you'll want to check out as we approach Cinco de Mayo. Join our morning team from 4:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. on Local 4, then streaming at 7 on Local 4 Plus.
I'm here for all that.